Welcome to this screencast about developing your evidence-based record. So now you're at the point where you've added in all your pieces of reflective writing and all the additional verification documents that the college requires. You're ready to create a record to send in for an assessor to be able to take a look at your work. So the first thing to do is to go to the PO menu, and on the Nursing Competency tab you'll see a sub-tab that says Evidence-Based Record. If you open that up, you will have a page similar to the one in front of you. I say similar because these are my files that I've created, but what you'll have is your files that you have created in PO. So all of the files, your reflective writing and documents will all be sitting here ready for you to attach. So if we go up to the top here on the blue title, we can see Learning Objective, Mental Health and Addiction in New Zealand context. So that's Learning Objective 1. And all you're doing here is going down to the list of all your files, choosing Learning Objective 1, and this is where naming your files correctly is really important so that you know what it is that you're attaching. So I've named my file Learning Objective 1 and it's here and easy to add on, and then I just come down to the Save button here and that's attached against that title. Then come up here to the right hand side and you can see here there's a little click to collapse and some little arrows, and when I hit that it gives us the other learning objectives, and I'm just going to click Learning Objective 2 to expand. I'm then coming over to select Learning Objective 2 and save it. I'll then go back up, collapse that one, do the same thing with Learning Objective 3, click, there it is, it's attached, save, back up to the right hand side, and you'll see that this fourth title here is Additional Supporting Evidence. So this is where you add in for the assessor any of the scanned files that you've added in, which might confirm your work role. You'll have named these yourself, so they'll have different names, but might be your program attendance confirmation. You can also, you've got your supervision attendance, they may be in the same document. You can also add in other mental health and addiction training, webinars, things that you've been to as evidence, a bit of context for your assessor. So if you have other recent mental health and addiction experience, you can add those in as well. So all of those things will just sit there as additional supporting evidence and go into a PDF file that the assessor then gets. So you save that and collapse that, and then this final fifth title you don't have to do anything with, but it's just telling you about what else is added in from where you've entered things in PO. So it automatically happens, you don't have to select anything, but we have, for example, the ECV, the personal information section, is where you put your APC, so we require that. So those are sort of areas that will come through to the assessor, and you can take a look at those in more detail if you want to. So then you have the option of save and hold or save and finish. So if you save and hold, that just saves all the attachments and things that you've done, and it's in PO for you to come back later and add in more information. So if while you're doing this you think, oh gosh, I've forgotten to add in a particular scanned file, you can go back, you can save, hold, then you can go back, add the scanned file in, and come back in and edit the evidence-based record. When you're ready to submit it through to the college, you use the Save and Finish button. So when you click on that, it will ask you if you're sure that you want to save everything, and when you do click on that, it will create a file that has all those things attached to it and is ready to send through to the college when you go back to the front page and hit the submit button. So that's the evidence-based record.